Have you ever walked out of a meeting, shaking your head, thinking, what is wrong with these people? Or spent an entire conversation trying to explain something simple, and the other person just doesn't get it? You're not alone. And here's the thing, they're probably thinking the exact same thing about you. Today we're breaking down one of the world's best-selling psychology books, Surrounded by Idiots by Thomas Erikson. With over 12 million copies sold and translated into 70 languages, this book will completely change how you see the people around you. Let's dive in. Thomas Erikson's journey started with a man named Sture, a highly successful entrepreneur who sat down with Erikson and within minutes declared that he was completely and utterly surrounded by idiots. Department A: idiots. Department B: fools. Department C: the worst of all. Sture made no secret of his feelings, often calling employees idiots right to their faces. In fact, at one office, staff had secretly installed a warning light at the entrance. Red when Sture was in, green when the coast was clear. But Erikson noticed something. Every single person Sture called an idiot was simply different from Sture. Anyone who didn't think, act, or move at Sture's speed was, in his mind, incompetent. That realization hit Erikson like a lightning bolt. He asked the uncomfortable question, who hired all these idiots? The answer, of course, was Sture himself. He was shown the door. But the lesson stayed with Erikson forever, and it became the foundation of this book. Before we get into the personalities, here's the single most important idea in the entire book. Communication happens on the listener's terms, not yours. Everything you say is filtered through the other person's mindset, their values, their past experiences. What you intend to say and what they actually hear can be completely different things. And there's nothing you can do to change how another person is wired. But, and this is the key, you can change how you communicate. When you adapt your style to match how the other person receives information, you become dramatically more effective. That's the entire goal of this book. Erikson's framework is built on a model developed by psychologist William Moulton Marston in the 1920s called the DISA system, later popularized as DISC. It's been used by over 50 million people worldwide. The idea is simple. Human behavior can be broadly grouped into 4 types, each represented by a color: red, yellow, green, and blue. Most people are a blend, but one color tends to dominate. Understanding these colors, in yourself and in others, is the key to unlocking better communication. Let's start with red, the dominant driver. Reds are your classic alpha personalities. They are decisive, direct, fast-moving, and utterly focused on results. They don't do small talk. They don't do wasted time. And they absolutely do not do losing. Erikson tells the story of a red CEO who once called him, asked, "Were you looking for me?" Heard no, and immediately hung up. The entire call? 8 seconds. That's red. Reds thrive in leadership roles. They make decisions quickly, they push teams forward, and they love a good challenge. But their blind spot, they can come across as aggressive, controlling, and completely unaware of how they affect others. If you work with, live with, or report to a red, here's what you need to know. Get to the point. Immediately. Lead with the conclusion, not the background. Reds don't want the journey, they want the destination. Don't beat around the bush. If you're nervous and rambling, they've mentally moved on already. Stand your ground if you disagree. Reds respect people who push back with confidence. What they cannot stand is weakness or hesitation. Give them control wherever possible. Let them lead. When a red feels ownership, they deliver extraordinary results. Next up, yellow, the inspiring optimist. If red is the accelerator, yellow is the sunshine. Yellows are the life of the party, enthusiastic, creative, talkative, and impossibly charming. They're idea machines. They see possibilities where others see problems. They can inspire an entire room just by walking into it. But there's a flip side. Yellows are famously disorganized. They start projects with explosive energy and rarely finish them. They're often late. Their desks look like a hurricane hit, and they have a tendency to, shall we say, overpromise and underdeliver. But don't mistake their chaos for incompetence. Yellows bring something no other type can: infectious energy and genuine human connection. Working with a yellow? Keep it engaging, keep it fun, and for the love of all things good, do not give them a 50-slide technical presentation. Give them the big picture. Let them brainstorm. Celebrate their ideas, even when you'll be the one implementing the details. Yellows crave recognition. A simple, great idea in front of others fuels them for days. But they need structure from somewhere, ideally from a detail-oriented partner who can turn their brilliant chaos into actual results. And if they're late for the 5th time, don't take it personally. Build extra time into every deadline. Now meet green, the stable supporter. If reds are fire and yellows are air, greens are earth. Solid, dependable, warm, patient. Greens are the glue that holds teams together. They listen deeply, they care about people, and they're fiercely loyal. But greens have one massive kryptonite: change. Sudden change terrifies them. They need time to process, adapt, and feel safe. And they will almost never tell you they're upset. Instead, they'll quietly withdraw, silently suffer, and wonder why no one notices. Erikson shares a memorable story. He surprised a green colleague with public recognition, applause, a bonus, movie tickets, the rest of the day off, in front of the whole team. The colleague pulled him aside afterward and told him off. Being put in the spotlight, even for praise, was genuinely distressing. That's green. Private, humble, and deeply human. Greens need patience and trust above all else. If you need to introduce change, do it slowly. Give them warning. Explain the why. Let them ask questions. Never ambush a green with a sudden announcement and expect them to adapt on the spot. Don't put them on the spot publicly. Don't demand quick decisions. And never, ever mistake their silence for agreement. Greens avoid conflict so strongly that they'll say, "fine," when they absolutely are not fine. Build genuine personal relationships with them. A green who trusts you is one of the most reliable allies you will ever have. Finally, we have blue, the analytical perfectionist. Blues live in a world of data, logic, and precision. They are methodical, thorough, and deeply quality-focused. If there's a bug in the system, a flaw in the plan, or an error in the spreadsheet, blue will find it. Their superpower is accuracy. Their Achilles heel? They can get so deep in the analysis that they never actually make a decision. And when they do decide, they need to double-check. Then triple-check. Then verify one more time just to be sure. Blues can seem cold and detached, but it's not that they don't care. They care enormously. They just express it through thoroughness, not warmth. Working with a blue? Come prepared, or don't come at all. Blues have zero patience for vague ideas and emotional arguments. They want facts, data, evidence, logic. If you can't support your position with specifics, they will not take it seriously. Never rush a blue toward a decision. They need time to process, and cutting that time short leads to either bad decisions or no decisions at all. And here's the key: appreciate their perfectionism, even when it frustrates you. The blue on your team is the one who catches the costly mistake before it ships. That's worth its weight in gold. Here's the beautiful, humbling truth. Every color has strengths, and every color has a shadow. Reds are decisive, but they steamroll people. Yellows are inspiring, but they drop the ball on details. Greens are loyal, but they avoid the hard conversations. Blues are thorough, but they can paralyze progress. No color is superior. No color is the right way to be. In fact, diverse teams, with all 4 colors represented, consistently outperform homogeneous ones. The red drives momentum. The blue catches the errors. The yellow keeps morale high. And the green makes sure nobody feels left behind. So how do you actually identify someone's color in real life? Watch their pace. Reds move fast, talk fast, decide fast. Blues and greens are slow and deliberate. Yellows are energetically unpredictable. Watch their speech. Yellows talk a lot, often before they've thought it through. Reds are blunt and short. Greens ask questions and listen carefully. Blues speak precisely and pause before answering. Read their emails. Reds send bullet points with no greeting. Yellows write walls of enthusiastic text. Greens send warm, personal notes. Blues send perfectly structured, detailed messages. And when you're unsure, default to green behavior. It's the most universally inoffensive style. You can always adjust once you read the room. Now the question everyone has: why do certain people clash so badly? The most challenging pairings are the opposites. Red and green are natural opposites. The red's relentless push for speed and results crashes directly into the green's need for stability and process. Blue and yellow are the other nightmare pair. The yellow's big-picture excitement drives the detail-obsessed blue absolutely crazy. But these same differences, when managed well, are also the most powerful partnerships. A red's drive combined with a blue's precision creates unstoppable execution. A yellow's vision combined with a green's loyalty creates an unbeatable culture. Conflict almost always comes from one thing: assuming the other person should see the world the way you do. They don't. They never will. And that's not a problem. It's a feature. Here's something most people don't think about. Each color behaves very differently under stress, and recognizing this early can save relationships and entire projects. A stressed red becomes aggressive, controlling, and may look for someone to blame. A stressed yellow becomes frantic, attention-seeking, and unrealistically optimistic. A stressed green shuts down, withdraws, and becomes passive-aggressive in their silence. A stressed blue freezes, overwhelmed by imperfect data, and can become paralyzed. The next time someone is driving you crazy, ask yourself, are they just being their color, or are they their color under pressure? That one question changes everything. So how do you actually use all of this? First, identify your own dominant color. Most people are a blend, but one or two colors dominate. Knowing your own style helps you recognize when you're unconsciously expecting others to be like you. Second, observe before you react. When someone does something that baffles or frustrates you, pause. Ask, what color might they be? What are they actually needing right now? Third, adapt. Not permanently, not artificially, just enough to meet them where they are. A small shift in your communication style can completely transform a difficult relationship. Here's the bottom line. Nobody is surrounded by idiots. We're surrounded by people who are wired differently than we are. And the moment you stop seeing that as a problem and start seeing it as a puzzle to solve, everything changes. Thomas Erikson's message is ultimately a generous one. Understanding people is not a weakness. It's the highest form of intelligence. So this week, pick one person who challenges you. Try to identify their color. And try just one different approach. You might be surprised how much of an idiot they stop being. If you found this summary valuable, please like and subscribe for more book breakdowns like this one. And grab the full book. There is so much more depth inside. See you next time.